Oops. Just gonna hear me. Good. Can you hear me? Okay. Oh. All right, my friends. Good job making it to class in the snow. Okay. Let's see. Special announcement. I don't really think I have anything. I finally sold my Costa Rica retreat, so I don't have to announce it a million times anymore. I guess the only really thing I have coming up, although it's not in this space, I have a breathwork thing I'm doing, a breathwork journey with Dante. If you guys know Dante, you know Dante. He's a musician, and so it's called the Dome. It's just like a dome, like this. It's in Midvale. There's like 5 more spots left. It's the 1st of April, the first day of April. It's 7:30 p.m. So if you have any interest in coming to that, talk to me after class. And as far as like things here, I think everything's just kind of flowing regularly for now. Yeah. There's an intro class this Sunday that's free, 8:30 to 9:30, if anyone's interested in that, or you know anybody that might be interested in that. So, yeah. All right. What's that? Intro to yoga. So yeah, intro to yoga, just a beginner yoga class, Sunday, 8:30 to 9:30. It's the second and fourth Sunday of every month. So this is the fourth Sunday, so it'll be this Sunday. All right. Seated meditation, my friends. So take a moment and make any adjustments you want so that you can sit as comfortably as possible and as tall as possible. If you want to move or wiggle a little, feel free. Just kind of come into your own body a little bit more. Feel, how does your body feel physically, energetically, emotionally? So just taking a moment to really arrive and transition into your practice. So feel yourself on your mat. Feel your breath rising and falling, expanding and contracting inside of you. Maybe you're even visualizing your breath flowing through you. Use your imagination in some way. And see if you can also notice any places in your physical body where you're tensing up or tightening up that you don't need to be. Maybe just through your face, your jaw, your shoulders. And then next time you breathe in, very intentionally, fill up as big as you can with your breath. Feel all that prana, that life force flow through you and hold in fullness. And then see if you can take even an extra little sip of air at the top. Open your mouth and let it go, sigh it out. Good. Do that 2 more times. So great big huge inhale. As big, as full, as spacious as you can become with your breath. Hold. And then take that extra sip if it's there, a little teaspoon more. Big open mouth sigh, release. Release jaw. One last time. So biggest inhale of your morning. Imagine this breath wakes your body up from the inside, fills you up with prana. Hold, extra sip, maybe even 2 this time. And then open your mouth and great big sigh, release. Yeah, nice work. So lips sealed now. Begin to drop into what's called Ujjayi breath. So Ujjayi is a Sanskrit term, means victorious or vibrant. So Ujjayi breath is victorious, vibrant, spacious, powerful, dynamic. It's big. The inhales create a sense of buoyancy and lightness that holds you and supports you from within. And the exhales take you all the way to emptiness and connect you to your very center, to your intrinsic strength. So every single breath, it's there to help support you, to help guide you through your practice from the inside if you let it. And although this breath is big and spacious and powerful and victorious, it's also at the same time slow and steady. It's in no rush. It's calming and regulating for your nervous system as you might move through a challenging practice today. So use your breath to hold you and support you, to guide you. It is there for you, not to work against you. So take your breath with you, my friends, and go ahead, transition onto hands and knees, tabletop position. And from there, just start a few rounds of cat-cows. So inhale to arch your spine, spinal extension, lift your heart, lift your tailbone. And exhale, spinal flexion, so round your spine and curl in. And just back and forth, a couple more times, feeling into this simple movement. Spinal flexion, spinal extension. See if you can feel, not just in your lower and your upper back, see if you can feel movement in your mid-back, your mid-spine as well. Take one more round or just finish the round you're on. And then bring it back to neutral. In your neutral spine, make sure your knees are at least hips-width distance apart. Take your right arm out to the right and reach it all the way up to the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, thread your right arm through. So reach, 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 and then gently rest down outside of your shoulder, outside of your head. And give yourself a few rounds of breath to work this pose any way you would like. So if you want, you could wrap your left arm behind you. You could push into the ground with your left hand. You could even extend your left leg if you feel like it. And see if you can feel your big, powerful breath, slow, steady, spacious, all the way to empty with your exhales every single time. Soft through your face and your jaw. If you do happen to have your left hand or your left knee lifted, set them both back on the ground. And then next time you breathe in, unthread your right arm, reach it out and up once more. Exhale, right hand down. And then for just a moment, take it back to down dog. So lift your hips and walk out your dog. So pedal out your heels, or maybe it would feel good to give your head a little shake, a little nod. Maybe it feels good to bend both knees a lot and really work the length from your fingertips up to your butt, up to your sit bones. Nice shoulders, Eileen. So see if you can feel your strong hands. Spread your fingers. See if you can feel your strong, stable shoulders. And then your strong core is lifting you up. That invisible rope, I always talk about it. It's attached to your belly button. It's pulling up and tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. Take one more inhale into your down dog. And then as you exhale, just gently bring your knees back to the ground. So back to tabletop position. Make sure your knees are at least hips width distance apart. Left arm this time out to the left all the way up. Breathe in. And then exhale to thread it through. Reach as far as you can and then rest down gently. So although your head and your shoulder are resting down, your core is lifting you up so it doesn't feel like all of the weight is coming down. Feel your big spacious breath and use it to work the pose in a way that helps you create space inside, all the way to empty with every exhalation. Nice job, you guys. Soft through your forehead and your jaw. And then if you do have your right hand or your right knee lifted, bring them back to the earth. Next, inhale, unthread your left arm, and once more, reach it out and up as high as it will go. Exhale, left hand down, and then take it back to your downward facing dog. Big, spacious breath as you walk out your dog. Feel into your dog. So feel into the length from your fingertips all the way up to your butt. Let your face be soft. Your neck is relaxed, so you don't have to gaze forward. Just let your gaze fall somewhere behind you. Maybe you gaze up at your thighs. Maybe you even close your eyes. So feel your neck as an extension of your spine, nice and long. Take one more inhale into your dog pose. As you exhale, look to the top of your mat, and however you'd like to get there, forward fold. Once you have arrived, just hang out and be in your forward fold however you want to. You could take a ragdoll, grab opposite elbows. You could bring your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers at the base of your skull, give the back of your neck some traction. Maybe you even want to walk your hands to one side and then the other. So try not to lock out your knees. Keep a little bend in your knees. Keep your weight slightly forward and use that invisible rope that's attached to your belly button. Imagine now it's pulling straight up towards the ceiling, up towards the sky. So lift your butt as high as you can using your connection to your center. Next time you breathe in, my friends, find a halfway lift position. Exhale, let it go, fold. Do that one more time, halfway lift. Feel your neck as an extension of your spine, so back of your neck is long. Exhale, fold. Nice, Elizabeth, rise all the way up. So come through your halfway lift, inhale, reach up. Hands to your heart center, exhale. Flow for a moment, half suns. Inhale, high mountain pose, stretch. Hinge at your hips, lead with your heart. So butt sticks out as you slowly dive. Yes, nice K. Halfway lift position, breathe in and lengthen. Beautiful, Jen. Exhale, bow and fold. From the press of your feet, heart leads, take it up. Inhale, reach and stretch. Maybe you even gaze up. Hands to heart center as you exhale. Take that one more time, like a moving meditation. Inhale, high mountain. Maybe try closing your eyes as you dive down slowly. So feel your body move through space from the inside. Yes, very nice. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fill up. Bow as you exhale. Find emptiness, connect to your center, and from that place, rise. Inhale, arms extend, fill up with your breath. Hands to your heart, exhale. All right, let's add on a little bit. Inhale, high mountain. Grab hold of your left wrist with your right hand. So your left palm is facing the right side of the room, little bend in your elbows, and then sway your hips to the left. Pull your upper body to the right. But as you pull on your arm, you're resisting. So rather than pulling your arm out of the socket, your left arm pulls back. If you were to let go, your arm would slingshot out. Keep a little bend in your elbows. Yes, so good, you guys. Keep your left shoulder back and down, plugged into the socket. There should be more weight in your left foot. Sometimes I even like to take my right toes out to the right, really light. Take one more deep breath and see if you can create more space in your left waistline. Nice, Paul. Inhale, come back to the center, both feet on your mat. Switch your grip. So grab your right wrist and then other side. Think up and then over. More weight in your right foot. Press especially into the inner edge of right foot. And if you want, your left toes can reach out to the left really lightly. Keep your right shoulder back and down. So your bicep should not be in front of your face. Your bicep should be next to your ear. Nice, Les. Take 2 more rounds on this side. Breathe into the space in between your right ribs, those intercostal muscles. Awesome, Kirsten. Next time you inhale, come back to center. As you exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers here. Roll your shoulders back and down. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards your spine. Try not to lock out your elbows and reach your hands back away from your body. So feel as if there's still a little bend in your elbows. And then if you want, add a little baby back bend. Tilt your chin up, puff your heart up, press your hips forward, but hug in with your inner thighs like you're squeezing an invisible yoga block. Take one more big inhalation, puff up your chest. Keep your hands clasped, hinge at your hips, exhale all the way down and fold. So remember, bend your knees a lot if it helps. Relax your neck. Then lift your butt, lift your sit bones, use the strength in your core. Lift your knuckles, use the mobility in your shoulders. Breathe. Yes. One more inhalation, lift your knuckles higher. Nice, Cam. Exhale, hands to your low back, then release your clasp. Let your arms hang, let them dangle. You can shake them out or shake your head a little bit. With your next in-breath, find your halfway lift. So realign your spine. As you exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank position. Plank position, top of a push-up. Spread your fingers super wide and actively push the ground away. Your hips should be level with your shoulders in a yoga plank. See if you can keep your hips level with your shoulders and just start to take little baby rocks forward and back. Yes, just like you're sawing through a piece of wood with your body. Yes, awesome, you guys. If you want to come to your knees to modify, feel free. Next time you inhale, take that little rock forward so you're on your tippy toes. And then exhale, lower just halfway down. Try not to let your shoulders roll forward. Don't let your belly drop. Inhale, push back up, straighten your arms. One more time like that. Exhale, halfway down. Strong arms, strong belly. Inhale, push up. Awesome, Jen. Exhale this time all the way to your belly. Strong straight line for 3, 2, 1. Amazing work. Come up to a Spider-Man cobra. So hands frame your mat. Yep. Up on your fingertips, elbows face the sky. Lift your heart, breathe in. As you exhale, take a little twist to your right, dip your left shoulder down. Inhale back to center, lift your heart, tone your belly, press through your pelvis and your shoelaces. Exhale, other side, twist. Beautiful. Inhale back to center. Invitation to go once more to each side, or if there's somewhere else you'd rather go, feel free. And then eventually, please don't rush it, but downward facing dog is our destination. You can start your own transition back in your own time. Once you're back in your dog pose, about 5 spacious breaths. And if you want to feel around or explore your down dog in your own way, please do. So one way you can bring more strength into your down dog is turn it into a turbo dog. So in turbo dog, nice, Paul, the only thing that changes is your arms. You bend your elbows a lot and then squeeze your elbows towards each other. So it's as if you are in a dolphin pose, but your forearms are hovering just an inch or two above the ground. Keep lifting your hips really high, using the strength in your core. Yes, soft face, relax your neck. Remember, neck is an extension of your spine, so feel it nice and long rather than cranking it to look forward. Take one more inhale wherever you are at. Lift your hips higher. Exhale, look to the top of your space, and however you'd like to get there, forward fold. Once you have arrived, spinal extension, breathe in. Exhale, bow and fold. Press into your feet, rise. Inhale, arms extend. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, we'll build our flow. Inhale, reach up. Grab your left wrist with your right hand again, and then you can choose to do the exact same thing as before, or here is an option to add some legs. So left toes off the right edge of your mat. Try to keep your hips as square as possible, and then pull your upper body to the right. Keep pulling your hips to the left. Your right hip pulls back, your left hip pulls forward. So I'm keeping both of my legs straight in this variation. If it feels better to bend one or both knees, that's fine too. Keep pulling right hip back, left hip forward, and keep breathing down your long left side. Yes, good. One more round. As you inhale, come back to center, switch your grip, both feet on your mat for a moment. And then as you exhale, other side. So right toes off the left edge. And then reach towards the windows. You can kind of play with your legs. Do you like them straight? Do you like them bent? Do you like one leg straight, one leg bent? What feels most beneficial or most efficient? Where are you getting the most out of the pose? So feel into that, explore that, breathe into that. Last round. Good job, everybody. As you inhale, come back to center. And as you exhale, cactus your arms, little baby back bend, puff up your heart. Tone your belly to support your low back. Inhale, re-extend, realign. And then stick out your butt, hinge at your hips. Exhale takes you all the way down, nice and easy, fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, move through your vinyasa however you would like. See you in down dog. So take it slowly with awareness, with intention. Nice K. Right, Ujjayi, my friends, fire it up. Inhale your right leg to the sky. And if you want to, you're welcome to explore. Open your hip, roll out your ankles, circle out your knee. Keep both hands strong, rooted to the ground, all 10 fingertips pressing. Keep that connection to your center, that invisible rope lifts you up. Take one more inhale. Everybody make your right leg long, strong, powerful. As you exhale, right knee towards your nose, round your spine so your hips stay as high as possible, and then step forward softly. Yes. Rise up. Nice, Eileen. Crescent lunge. Strong legs. So your legs are your foundation. So you want to make a strong foundation. You have a nice long stance, but then rather than just sinking into it, you're hugging back in. So with your nice long stance, your front hip pulls back, your back hip pulls forward, and your legs now feel really strong and stable. From that place, your upper body can grow into your expression. So a little tone in your belly supports your low back. It's like a brace around your middle. Heart lifts. Maybe you're gazing up. Be intentional with your gaze. Nice job. One more big inhale into crescent. As you exhale, hinge forward and sweep your arms back. Keep a little lift in your heart. So shoulder blades squeeze your spine and see if you can find a little cobra in your chest. Your inner thighs face one another. And then keep all of that. See if you can lean forward and just let your back foot float off the ground, airplane pose. So imagine that you're trying to create a smiley face shape from the crown of your head back to your heel. And if it doesn't happen, that's fine, but that's the intention. Back muscles hug your spine, heart is lifted. Use your inner thigh strength to lift your back heel. Yes, nice, Kirsten, one last round. Awesome, Jen. See if you can land softly back in crescent lunge. Breathe in, reach high. Beautiful. Exhale, bring your hands down. Walk your hands over to the left long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. So wide-legged straddle, halfway lift position. Pause in your halfway lift. See if you can reach your arms. So you have to engage your core, reach your arms out to both sides. So like you have great big wings. Your palms face the ground. And imagine that now you're trying to press your arms up at the same time as you're trying to press your heart down. So feel your back muscles squeeze. Yes. Nice. Crown reaches forward, butt reaches back. If you're straightening your legs, you should feel your quads, the front of your thighs firing. Take one more big inhale, everything long, strong, powerful. Beautiful. Exhale, fold. So crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky. You'll be here for about 5 to 7 breaths. If you want to move around or play in your own way, of course, you're more than welcome to. Make sure your breath is right there with you. Try not to rock back into your heels and lock out your knees. Feel a connection to your center in this posture. All right. One last round if you want. Open mouth sigh. Spinal extension. Next, inhale. Fingertips on the ground for this one. So bend your knees as much as you need to get your fingertips to the ground. And then crawl your hands to the top of your space. So you'll be back in a low lunge position. From your low lunge position, standing splits. Right foot roots down and left leg floats up. Yeah, just like a one-legged forward fold. You can choose to keep your hips square or to open your left hip, but just make sure you're not sinking into your outer right hip. So your leg on the ground, the one that's holding you, hug in with your right inner thigh and lift from your center. Take weight out of your leg. Relax your neck. Let your head be heavy. Yeah, and if you want, see if you can even lift up to your right tiptoes. Awesome, Cam. So use the strength, not so much in your leg and your foot, but in your core to lift you up. Take one more inhale. Nice job. Exhale, step your left foot down at the top of your yoga mat, forward fold. You can give your right leg a little shaky shake if it needs it. Bring your big toes together until they touch. Little gap in between your heels. Tuck and curl, tiny little potato bug ball. So butt towards the ground and nose towards your knees. You can choose to try to press your heels down, and that will work ankle flexibility. Or you can choose to lift your heels up high, and that will work strength and balance. Maybe you even wrap your arms around your shins. Give yourself a big squeeze. Breathe into your back body. Breathe into the back of your heart. And as you exhale, see if you can find your very, very center, that deepest place inside of you, all the way to empty. Nice, you guys. Next time you breathe in, my friends, halfway lift. So set your heels down, stick your butt out, spine long. You can widen your feet if you prefer. Exhale, fold, bow. And let's take it all the way up, slowly rise, arms overhead, high mountain pose. Pause in your high mountain. So check in with your own body and notice as you reach your arms up, what are your own imbalances? So some of us, like if you're like me, I stick my butt out and press my ribs forward usually. Others do the exact opposite. Their butt kind of tucks under and their upper back rounds. So feel, is there any way you personally can stand with more optimal alignment? Your right foot is your base. Lift your left knee up, standing staff. So left knee lifts and flex your toes back towards your shin. Yes, focus your gaze on something in front of you that isn't moving. Take one more inhale here. Keep your toes flexed. As you exhale, figure 4 with your chair plane arms. So reach your arms back behind you as you sit back. So the weight is in your right heel. Your left toes are flexed. Your butt is reaching back. This is where we'll go when we're flowing breath to movement. But for right now, since we're going to hold it for a few rounds, if you want to move around, if you want to play and explore, feel free. So maybe you turn it into a forward fold variation, a twist, an arm balance. Maybe you fall out 10 times, come back in 10 times. So be here, breathe here, and feel whatever there is to feel. Feel your hips. Toes flexed and active. Yes, good, everyone. Be compassionate with yourself. Playful, not so serious. It's just yoga. Next time, you are going to inhale, make your way back to standing staff. So arms extend, left knee lifts, and maybe you even extend your left leg forward if you want. One more inhale here. See if you can move in super slow motion, low lunge. See if you can touch fingers and toes down at the exact same time. From low lunge, once you've landed, we're going to take it back to 3-legged down dog, right leg back and up. For a moment, open up your right hip. So bend your right knee, Reach your right knee out and up. So squeeze through your outer right glute. Yes. Stay rooted through both hands, so you shouldn't be sinking into your left hand. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, or as close as you can come. Inhale, back up, three-legged dog. Maybe open your hip. Feel what it feels like. Exhale, right knee, right armpit as high as you can get. Inhale, back up. This time, square hips. So right leg long, strong, powerful. Inner thighs face each other. Exhale, rock forward, high plank to low plank. So chaturanga. You can take it as three-legged or your choice. Lift your heart as you inhale. Yes, take your time. Give yourself an extra breath if you want. And then as you're ready, downward facing dog. Just walk out your dog. Reconnect. Ujjayi breath. Sometimes a big open mouth sigh feels really good. Just a little cooling breath. Give all that energy inside of you somewhere to go. Ah. Next inhalation. Slowly extend your left leg up. So three-legged dog. And if you want to explore, you're welcome to. If you want to keep your hips square, perfect. So you do you, but just stay present. Stay with your breath. Keep both hands rooted. So it shouldn't feel like you're trying to push your hands forward. It should feel like you're gripping the ground and drawing energy up from your fingertips, moving that energy through your arms all the way up to your strong core. Take one more inhale. Make your left leg as long, strong, powerful as possible. Exhale, left knee towards your nose. Keep your hips high. Don't let them drop. Step through softly, low lunge. Good job. Rise up, crescent lunge. No hurry. Good. So all of your toes face forward, hips square. You've got your nice long stance. So you're working flexibility with your nice long stance, but then you're working stability by hugging back in towards midline. So left hip draws back, right hip draws forward, inner thighs hug towards one another. Little tone in low belly supports low back. And then just feel your personal expression of crescent lunge today. So even if you've done this pose thousands of times, what does it feel like in your body today, right now? One more inhale. As you exhale, hinge forward, reach back. Rather than rounding and looking down, keep a little lift in your heart like you're doing cobra pose. So squeeze your shoulder blades towards your spine. And then see if you can float your back foot off the ground. So lean forward a little more. Yeah, keep that lift in your heart. And imagine that you're trying to create that smiley face shape. So you're not lifting your head, you're lifting your heart. And then use your inner thighs to lift your heel level with your front shoulders. Beautiful work, you guys. Take one last round. Good job. See if you can land softly back in crescent. Once you've landed, arms reach up, breathe in. Exhale, hands come down. Ah. Walk your hands to the right, long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten your legs. Inhale, lift halfway. And remember, pause, add your big wings. So reach your arms out to both sides. Your arms should come straight out from your shoulders. So not forward or behind, straight out. Palms face the ground. Imagine you're trying to press your arms up at the same time as you're trying to press your chest down. Stick your butt out. And as you press your butt back, see if you can feel your quads fire, fronts of your thighs fire. Take one more inhale. Everything elongates with your breath. And then as you exhale, fold, crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky, navel to spine. You can hang out in your fold, work your fold, or play around, explore, move a little bit, get curious. So you choose about 5 to 7 breaths. Good job. Whenever you're working your breath, it's right there with you. About two, three more. Side out your mouth if you want, anytime. Next time you inhale, spinal extension once again, but this time fingertips on the ground. So bend your knees as much as you need to have your fingertips down, and then crawl your hands to the top of your space, low lunge. From low lunge, standing splits, left foot roots, right leg lifts. So don't worry how high your right leg goes, that does not matter. But focus on feeling the strength in your right leg. So all the way up to your right toes. There's energy in your right toes. You can wiggle your right toes around, spread them apart. Even your little baby pinky toe. Hug in with your left inner thigh and lift from your center if you want. Maybe you even float up to your left tip toes. So see if you can float up to your left tip toes by using your core strength. Like that invisible rope is lifting you. Take one more big inhale. Everything lengthens, everything energizes. Exhale, forward fold. You can give your left leg a little shaky shake. And then little tiny potato bug balls where we're headed. So big toes together and then find your little tiny ball, tuck and curl. If you want, you could try toe stand this time just for fun. So the only thing that you'll change, balancing on your tiptoes, try to point your knees straight forward. And then hands to heart center, spine long. Soft face wherever you're at. Slow, deep breaths. You find your balance by hugging in and lifting up. Good job. Next time you breathe in, we'll take our halfway lift. So heels down, spine long. Feel free to widen your stance if you want. Exhale, let it go, fold. Take it all the way to stand. Inhale, high mountain pose, reach up and stretch. Pause right here for a moment and check in. Notice your own imbalances. Is there any way you could have a more neutral pelvis, a more neutral spine? Left foot this time is where all your weight will go. So visualize all your weight coming into your left leg and then right leg floats up. Yeah, good. So flexion through your right toes, even your little baby pinky toe. Focus your gaze. One more inhale here, standing staff. And then as you exhale, figure four with chair plane arms. So sit back, weight is in your left heel as you reach your arms back. Keep a little lift in your heart, like you're doing cobra. This is where we'll go when we're flowing breath to movement. But since we're gonna hold this for right now, anywhere you'd like to take it. Move around, explore. If you fall out, absolutely fine. That's part of the practice. Keep the weight back in your heel. So ideally, you don't want your left knee coming forward of your ankle. That's just a lot of pressure on your knee joint. All right, slowly let's make our way back to standing staff. Inhale your arms up, right knee lifts, and maybe even extend your right leg. On an exhalation, slowly, low lunge. See if you can touch fingers and toes at the exact same time. From low lunge, three-legged dog. Take your left leg all the way back and up. Left leg back and up. Left leg back and up. Open your left hip. Bend your left knee. Squeeze your left butt cheek. Stay right here if you prefer. Otherwise, one more inhale here. Lift your left knee high. Exhale, left knee, right elbow, a little twist across your body as close as you can. Push the ground away. Yes, inhale, three-legged dog. Maybe open your hip again. Exhale, left to left. Aim for your armpit. Aim as high as you can. Push the ground away. Yes, nice, Elizabeth. Inhale, three-legged dog. This time, square hips long through your left leg. Exhale, rock forward. Chaturanga, your variation. So you can take it with one leg lifted. You can take it with your knees down. Inhale into a back bend. Take your time if you want. Give yourself an extra breath or two. And then eventually, downward facing dog, or great place to take a little rest, to grab a child's pose, hero's pose, grab a drink of water. So we are going to move through that whole entire flow, that whole entire sequence, a couple more times, but we'll go a little faster now. So one breath, one movement. But it does not mean that we breathe really fast and move really fast. It means we breathe really slow, really intentionally. We move really slowly, really intentionally. We use our slow, intentional breath to guide us and to support us in every transition, in every pose. So, of course, you're always welcome to take a little break or to do your own thing if that would feel better to you. Take all of my cues as invitations. So take what works and let the rest go. If you are coming with me, downward facing dog pose, Ujjayi breath. Inhale and push the ground away. Exhale, gaze forward, step or hop forward, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Rise all the way up. Big stretch, breathe in. Hands to your heart, breathe out. All right, here we go. Inhale, reach up. Grab your left wrist. Exhale, side body stretch. Legs are totally optional, so you choose. Inhale through center, switch your grip. Other side, again, legs optional, all the way to empty as you exhale. Inhale, center. Little baby back bend. Exhale, tone your belly. Cactus your arms, puff up your heart. Re-extend, realign, breathe in. Stick your butt out and dive down nice and easy. Forward fold. Beautiful. Lift halfway. Inhale. Exhale. Plant your hands, feet back. Try to keep your exhale going as you lower. Strong arms, strong belly. Nice, Eileen. Inhale. Peel your heart open. Beautiful, Paul. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Take it back. Inhale your right leg high. Make it strong, powerful. Use your core. Exhale, soft as you can. Step forward, low lunge. Keep your hips high as you step through. Inhale, crescent lunge. Rise slowly. Lift your heart. Lift your gaze. Exhale, hinge forward, reach back. You choose. Maybe back foot lifts. Maybe you stay with airplane lunge. And then let's bring it back. Crescent lunge. Breathe in. Gaze up. Exhale, hands come down. Immediately walk your hands to the left long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten your legs. Halfway lift with your big wings. Everything nice and long. Breathe in. And then work your fold. Exhale, crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky, navel to spine, all the way to emptiness. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips down. Exhale, crawl your hands forward, rotate toes forward. Standing splits, breathe in, left leg lifts. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball, go straight into it. Tuck in, curl, empty out. Inhale, halfway lift, stick your butt out. Lengthen your spine, widen your stance if you want. Exhale, fold. All the way up, rise, inhale, reach, left knee lifts, flex your toes. Exhale, figure four, chair plane arms, weight in your right heel. Inhale, standing staff. Option to extend left if you want. Press through your heel, try not to lean back. Exhale, low lunge, slow motion. Fingers and toes touch at the same time, maybe. Three-legged down dog. Take your right leg back and up. Open your right hip up. Stay and hold or exhale, right knee, left elbow. Use your oblique muscles. Yes, three-legged dog. Open your hip. Right knee, right armpit. Push the ground away. Inhale, three-legged, square hips this time. Nice and long through your right leg. Straight to down dog or rock forward. Chaturanga. Exhale. Beautiful. Heart lifts. Peel it open. Hips lift. Down dog. Left leg to the sky. Exhale, super soft, step forward. Crescent, rise slowly, strong legs. Exhale, airplane lunge or fly. Back foot floats up, that smiley face shape. Yes, come back, soft landing, crescent. Breathe in. Exhale, hands come down and right away over to the right long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten legs, halfway lift with your big wings. Breathe in, fill up. Exhale, bow deeply, dive as deep as you can, all the way to emptiness. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips down. Exhale, spider crawl your hands forward, low lunge. Inhale, standing splits, right leg lifts. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball, tuck and curl, get small and compact all the way to empty. Nice, less. Inhale, halfway lift, heels down, spine long, stick your butt out. Exhale, forward fold. Root through your feet, rise. Inhale, arms extend, right knee floats up, flex your toes. Exhale, figure four, arms reach back, weight is in your heel as you sit back. Yes. Inhale, standing staff. Extend your leg if you want to. And then like you're moving through molasses, slow motion, low lunge, soft landing. Beautiful, three-legged down dog, left leg back and up, open up your hips, stay and hold, or exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, three-legged, open your hip again. Left to left, aim high. Inhale, three-legged, square hips, straight to down dog or rock forward, Chaturanga Dandasana. Heart peels open as you breathe in, keep your shoulders back and down. Hips lift, downward facing dog. Give yourself a couple rounds or so. So catch your breath or maybe a big sigh out your mouth. Reconnect to your ujjayi. We've got one more round. So this time I'm going to add a few things, change a few things up, a few special additions. So just stay present, listen to my cues. Again, they're all invitations, so take what works, leave the rest behind. From your down dog, last big inhalation, push the ground away. Exhale, look to the top of your mat, step or hop, forward fold. Lift halfway, breathe in. Bow all the way to empty in your breath, connect to center and rise. Inhale, big full body stretch. Hands to heart as you exhale. All right, last round. Here we go. Inhale, reach. Grab left wrist with right hand. Exhale, side body stretch. Add the legs if you want to. Inhale, center. Switch your grip. Other side. Take it up and then over. Empty out. Inhale, high mountain. Add your back bend. Exhale, cactus your arms. Curl open, bottom tips of shoulder blades. Squeeze. Inhale, neutralize, high mountain. Exhale, stick your butt out, hinge at your hips, so feel your core as you dive down slowly. Spinal extension as you breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Peel your heart open. Exhale, take your hips back. You are doing so good. Stay with it. Inhale, right leg high. Keep your hips high as you exhale. Step your right foot through. Don't let your hips sink. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge, arms reach, heart lifts. Exhale, airplane lunge, or one more chance to fly on this side, full airplane. Whee, good job. Come back, soft landing, crescent, breathe in. Exhale, hands come down. Pause right here. We're gonna add a twist. Left hand on the ground, right arm to the sky, revolve, lunge. Yeah, so strong legs, squeeze your inner thighs. Twist from your center, breathe down into your belly, and every exhalation, that's your invitation to twist just a little bit further. Last couple. All right, bottom of your next exhale, let it go. Walk your hands to the left long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, legs straight. Inhale, halfway lift with your great big wings. Exhale, forward fold. All the way to empty as you dive as deep as you can. Halfway lift, fingertips down. Exhale, crawl your hands forward, low lunge. Inhale, standing splits, left leg lifts. Now pause. You can stay, hang out in standing splits, play in standing splits, or invitation to open it into a balancing half moon. So right hand on a block or the ground, reach your right hand forward, left hand to left hip, or left arm to the sky. Open up. Yes, nice, Jen. So heart open, hips open. Beautiful, Kirsten. Back leg strong, back foot active. Awesome work, everybody. Soften your face, unclench your jaw. Wherever you are at, one last big inhale. As you exhale, nice and easy, tiny little potato bug ball. So use it to neutralize your spine, curl in. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet, rise. Inhale, arms reach up. Left knee lifts up. Listen carefully. Eagle pose. So left knee on top, left elbow on the bottom. Wrap your legs and your arms. Yes. So if you can get that second wrap of your toes behind your calf, wonderful. If not, who cares? Just keep your left foot active. Weight is still somewhat back in your right heel. Squeeze your inner thighs. See if you can lift your elbows up and away from your chest. Gaze right through your arms. You are an eagle. Embody the energy of an eagle. Slow, deep breaths. One last round. Get a little lower in your legs. Sit. Good job. Standing staff. Breathe in. Reach up. You can extend your left leg if you want. Exhale, slow motion, low lunge, maybe landing super softly, fingers and toes at the same time. Three-legged down dog, breathe in, right leg high, open your hip. Now, listen, option to stay here, or if you want to stick with those knee to elbows, feel free. Otherwise, flip your dog. Right foot comes down behind. Yeah, right arm reaches forward, or right hand might be behind your head. Breathe down into your belly, stretch your abdominal wall. One last inhale. And then everybody, come back to regular down dog and just walk out your dog. Walk out your dog. You can keep walking it out. Or invitation to inhale, rock forward, high plank, hover right leg if you would like. Exhale, chaturanga, strong straight line as you lower. Inhale, peel your heart open. Exhale, take your hips back and up. Almost there. Left leg high. Breathe in. Keep your hips high as you exhale. Step through. Inhale, crescent lunge. Rise. Strong legs. One more chance to fly. So airplane lunge or full airplane. Exhale. Land softly back in crescent. Breathe in. Yes. Exhale, hands to the earth. Adding here our twist, revolve lunge, left arm to the sky. Keep your legs strong, squeeze your inner thighs. Imagine you're trying to drag your left hip towards the back wall, but at the same time, your left knee is magnetized to your right armpit. Breathe down into your low belly, low back. And as you exhale, twist from your center, last couple of breaths. Really nice poses, good. Last bottom of your next exhale, release. Walk your hands to the right long edge, parallel feet, straighten legs. Inhale, halfway lift, big wings, everything long. Exhale, fold as deep as you can, all the way to empty in your breath. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. Exhale, crawl your hands forward, low lunge. Inhale, standing splits. Pause in standing splits. If you would like, turn it into balancing half moon. So left hand on the block or the ground, right hand to right hip or right arm to the sky. Everything open. So hips open, heart open, shoulders open. Wherever you're at, whichever pose you're in, your back leg is strong. Your back toes are active. You can feel your back toes. There's awareness in them. There's energy running through them. Everyone, one more big inhale. And then nice and easy, little tiny potato bug ball. Use it to neutralize your spine. Curl in. Halfway lift. Use it to neutralize your spine as you lengthen. Breathe in. Exhale, bow and fold. Rise. One last time. All the way up. Inhale, reach up. Right knee floats. Eagle pose. Right knee on top. Right elbow. So right elbow underneath. Wrap your arms together. If it's too much to wrap your arms, you can grab the backs of your shoulders instead. Out. Up and away from your chest. You are an eagle. What does it feel like? Powerful, bold. Breathe. Eagle energy through your body. Last round. Nice work. Standing staff. Everything unwinds. You can extend right if you want. Breathe in. Slow motion, low lunge as you breathe out. Three-legged dog. Left leg back and up. Open your hip. If you want to, stay here or stick with knee to elbows or flip your dog. It's a wild thing if you want it. Breathe down and feel all that space in your front body. Wherever you're working, one last inhale. And then bring it back. Everybody, regular down dog. Walk it out. Walk out your dog. Keep walking it out. Or invitation to inhale. High plank. Maybe hovering left leg. Chaturanga. Exhale. Strong straight line. Lower. Peel your heart open, shoulders back and down, elbow tips should point back. And then you choose down dog or any other pose that will just give you a moment to feel your body, to feel your breath, to feel all that space inside of you. Ah. All right, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, pigeon pose, right shin to the top of your yoga mat. And gently set your body down. So try to get your right knee nice and wide toward the width of your mat. And then your right butt cheek pulls up and back as your heart moves forward and down. Big deep breaths out your mouth at any time. Ah. Think about 3 to 5 more. Ah, last big, huge breath. And then start to lift your upper body. And we're gonna come into a three-legged tabletop. So plant your hands, curl your back toes under, and just kind of scoot your back knee forwards and unthread your right leg. Give it a nice little shake out. And after a few shakes, bend your knee, squeeze an invisible rolled up washcloth behind your knee like you're trying to wring it out. Flexion through your toes. Keep that and draw big circles with your right knee through space. So fullest range of motion you can find through your right hip joint, and everything else stays still. So your left knee is on the ground, you're just in a tabletop. Yeah, and then reverse those circles, other direction. Keep squeezing that invisible rolled up washcloth behind your knee. Keep your foot flexed. Good job, friends. Now finally, just extend your right leg straight back. Take your right toes off the left edge of your mat. And then lean your hips over to the right, gaze over your left shoulder. So just a nice side body stretch. Should feel good. Yeah, you can lean into it. Last deep breath here. Back to tabletop. And then back to down dog. If you want to move through a quick vinyasa just to reset on your own, go for it. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Pigeon pose, exhale. Nice and easy. Pull your left butt cheek up and back. So that invisible rope, it's now attached to your left butt cheek, pulling up and back as your heart goes forward and down. Your left knee nice and wide. Your breath big, spacious. Open your mouth anytime you want. Just give it a big sigh. Oh. Good job, everyone. 3 to 4 more rounds. Ah, just letting your body settle, melt, soften around the pose, within the pose. Big, deep breaths. Bottom of your next exhale. Start to lift your upper body. Once again, coming into that three-legged tabletop. So scoot your back knee in, scoot it forward, and then unthread your left leg. Shake it out for a moment. And after a few shakes, you'll take those circles. So flexion through your toes, squeeze that invisible rolled up washcloth, and take your big circles. Try not to lean too much to the right. Keep both hands pushing down, all 10 fingertips pushing down, so you're stabilizing with every other part of your body. Reverse your circles. Make that movement come from your left hip joint. So as your knee goes out to the left, you should feel your outer left butt cheek, that medial glute squeeze. Couple more. Good. Fullest range of motion you can find. And finally, extend your left leg straight back behind you. Take your left toes off the right edge of your mat. Pull your hips left as you gaze back over right shoulder. So I like to lean my hips to the left, bend my elbows a bit. Sometimes I like to round my spine and look underneath my right armpit. So you can feel into it. Find something that feels good to you. One last round. And then back to tabletop. Back to one final down dog. And if you want, you could take one final vinyasa as well. So just stretch everything out in your down dog, all that space you've created. Feel into it, breathe into it. One last inhalation into your down dog. And as you exhale, you can either step or hop to or through your hands, come into a seat, or just find your way, however you want to get there, onto your back. So it does not have to be fancy, but eventually just everybody lay on down. You can face whichever direction you prefer. And once you're on the ground, hug your knees towards your belly and just take a little rock. After a few rocks, supine spinal twists. Let your knees fall to either side. You can take any variation of a twist. If there's a certain variation calling to you, go for it. Either side, and about 5 breaths on each side, just on your own. If you haven't switched to the other side, do so in your next couple breaths. And when you feel even on both sides, please don't rush. But when you feel even on both sides with your twist, friends, just come back to center. Find any inversion that you would like for about 5 to 10 breaths. Anything that puts hips and or legs higher than your heart. It can be one pose, or you can take a couple different poses. After you have taken an inversion for at least 5 to 10 breaths, ease your way out and take any counter poses or any finishing poses of your choice for another 5 to 10 breaths. So anything else your body is still craving. Anything else that will help you personally just finish off your own practice. And if that means just going straight into your Shavasana, absolutely fine with me. As you guys slowly settle in, I'll just share with you. This is a little excerpt from the book called Practicing Peace by Pema Chodron. She's a Buddhist nun. Instead of asking ourselves, how can I find security and happiness? Can we ask ourselves, how can I touch the center of my pain? Can I sit with suffering, both yours and mine, without trying to make it go away? Can I stay present to the ache of loss or disgrace, disappointment in all its many forms, and let it open me? Instead of asking ourselves, how can I find security and happiness? We could ask ourselves, how can I touch the center of my pain? Can I sit with suffering, both yours and mine, without trying to make it go away? Can I stay present to the ache of loss or disgrace, disappointment in all its many forms, and let it open me? This is the trick. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in and let it go. And just start to bring gentle movement back into your body. Wiggle your fingers, your toes, maybe a big full body stretch. Eventually, no rush, but eventually just roll to either side, fetal position. Take a moment, just resting there, letting everything kind of soak in, settle there. And then using the strength in your arms, start to guide yourself up into seated meditation. So just right back where we started. Notice if you feel any different, if anything has shifted physically, energetically, emotionally. Just gather your hands to your heart. Bow your head to your heart and acknowledge yourself for showing up, making the effort to get to class, to do your practice, to connect with yourself in a more intentional way. Thank you so much for letting me guide you, friends. The light in me sees and reflects the light in you. Namaste. Good job, everybody. Good job, Zoomies.
Thank you, Katie.
Thanks, guys. Love you guys. Glad you could make it on Zoom.